All right, so having a little fun. I'm going to show you how to make the like the Dutch house style bass in Gangnam style, which is one of the easiest things you'll ever learn how to make. And I'm using Sylenth. So, all right, let's get started. Okay, so this is going to be super easy. It's a very simple patch to make, and I'll post the MIDI if you want to download the MIDI so you can work along with it. And basically, the first step is you're already there. Well, I mean, you want to open up an initial preset in Sylenth, and you're already there with the first oscillator. All right. Then you just got to take the second one over here, give it a voice, turn this down an octave, give it some bass. We're literally almost done. Now all you got to do is add some portamento. Turn this on. Click that down here. And that's part one. Okay, so part two is pretty easy. What you're going to do is you're going to duplicate this track, and we're going to make the high synth that you hear. And all you have to do if you're using Ableton is hit Apple D, and that makes an exact duplicate of this. And the reason we're making an exact duplicate is so the portamento down here is exactly the same, and you don't get any dissonance between the two while they're gliding. So you just want to keep this first oscillator the same, except give it a couple more, or two voices, turn it up 3 octaves here, and give it a little bit of detune. So let's hear how that sounds. Turn this one off. All right, almost there. Then we're gonna go to the second oscillator, give it a few more voices, and you can really mess with this however you want. You get the same basic sound. I was using in the original one that I played at the beginning a saw and a square, and had this one. I turned off the retrig on this. A little bit more detune right here. And then all I did in my mix is I just turned down the high one and turn both down a little bit, but just so you have that low saw a little bit louder. So that's pretty much it. The other thing that I did to make it sound like the original is I just added a kick right here, and then I took these 3 tracks and I grouped them, which all you're going to do is hit Command or Apple G if you're working in Ableton, and then I just like to give some color to the group. I like this one better, neon green. And so now we have these as a group right here. And then I put a filter on the group. So all you're going to do is take the auto filter here and drag it over to this group. And then we're going to select auto filter right here. And then we're going to select frequency. And we're going to draw in how it should be. So start here, and then I think it goes up a little bit to here, and then so we'll see how that sounds. Gangnam style. And then that's all you got to do as far as the filtering goes. And then I just added a little mixing some EQ to the bass sound and some sausage fattener, which if you've been watching my tutorials, you know is my favorite plugin. Just added some sausage fattener to this one too, and then some compression. So when and I side chained it. So when the kick hits, you can side chain it from the kick. So when the kick hits, it ducks down a little bit. You just do that. So, and yeah, that's pretty much it. And there's this synth up here. If you want to know how to make that, bam, here you go. Pause it. I'm not going to go through the whole thing. It's pretty simple. It's just these two oscillators, and that's it. So you can just pause it and copy that. And there's a little filter right here too. Cutoffs around there. Make sure you have the polyphony at 10 up here too. But yeah, that's it. These are my vocals doing the Gangnam Style thing. Ready?
Open Gangnam Style.
Swag. So yeah, I hope you had fun and enjoyed this, and maybe learned some things too.
Open Gangnam Style. Gangnam Style.